In today's video, after the new update and all the new game mode changes, and I currently have the best controller settings for all controller players no matter what you play on, because overall, these controller settings will give you aimbot. And make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video, and as always, code PurpleGhostYT in the Fortnite item shop. Now before we jump into the settings video, I just first want to mention you guys can join my free community Discord, link in the description below, for tips and tricks so you could hit Unreal, be a pro Fortnite competitive player, and so much more. Now, let's get into the video. I first want to mention I play controller on my PC. Many of you guys will have a setting right above this one. This one says enable 120 frames. Make sure you enable that. Now, until we get to the controller settings, these settings will look different if you're on console rather than PC. As I said, I am on PC, so this is what my screen will say. Make sure you enable full screen for max frames. Set your monitor resolution to your monitor size. If it's any lower or any bigger, you will have reduced FPS. Turn VSync off because that will just cause screen tearing and it really just makes your game look really bad. Frame limit, I would set your FPS to what hertz your monitor is. Like my monitor is 165 FPS, but I set mine to unlimited just to get more frames. I don't see an issue with it, but sometimes it causes some screen tearing. Put your rendering mode on performance. Here's the difference between DirectX 12, Legacy Performance, and Performance. You tell me which one you like the best, but I love to use Performance. Up next, I have my brightness set to 150. Yes, some people will tell you go a lot lower, but 150 is the best. It's not too bad of an issue because down here, at colorblind mode, you will go all the way to the right, and this will help make it darker. Set your colorblind strength on 5. If you move this up to 10, you can see how it kind of makes your screen all white. 5 will make it just right so you can see everything. This user interface parallax, it's just this moving background you see on the back. It doesn't really matter for your frames because all of it's just in the lobby. Set your 3D resolution to 100%. If this is any lower, your game will look really bad, so set that to 100. But set your view distance to medium, your textures to low, and your meshes to low. These settings will only show if you're in performance. If you're not in performance, set it to performance, restart your game, and then you'll see. Show FPS latency markers and NVIDIA with boost, and then disable the performance stats. Up next, I have my audio. I have my audio set to 53%. Now the rest of this will make complete sense, but my PC volume is set to 100. My headset volume is set to like 80%, and this is the headset I use. My music is set to 0, and my music lobby is set to 0. I really don't care about the music. I don't need to use the music, so I have that turned off. My gameplay volume I have set to 12. I have it set to 12 because it's not too loud, it's not too quiet, and it's really just perfect for my audio anyways. Dialogue I set to 0. There's been so many times that I'm in the middle of a fight and I'll just complete some quest and a dialogue will go on. It's just really annoying. I have my voice chat set to 41, cinematic set to 0, and picture-in-picture set to 50. I have my sound quality set on high. Yes, this says it could decrease performance, but it's really not going to do anything. It just helps to make sure that you hear a lot better. Turn your 3D headphones off. If you have 3D headphones, turn that on. If you want your OG hit markers, I know Chapter 7 just released brand new hit marking sounds. Turn this to Legacy, but I like the new one, so I set that to default. Background audio, this is when you have Fortnite tabbed and you're something else. I have notifications only when I get a friend request, party invite, things like that. Subtitles, I recommend turning subtitles off. This is when you're in another cinematic thing. If you're streaming, have those turned on. But if most of the time you probably won't be streaming, you're just trying to get clips, turn that off. That'll help with your input delay. Up next, turn visualize sound effects on. I have played so many times with people who don't have visualized sound effects on. This tells you where fights are, this tells you where people are, and this tells you where chests are. Now for controller, this is the thing you guys have been waiting for. Invert controller view, I have that off. Aircraft or invert aircraft controller on. Invert fighter controller, I have that off. Both of these are on. I have my edit hold time set to minimum. If this is more, some people like it more or whatever. This is just duration. You have to hold the button while entering edit mode. So I just tap it real quick and I'll be in edit mode. I have my slide hold time set to the minimum. Reset camera axis on both. Reset camera time to minimum. Vibration. I don't know anyone who plays on vibration. You do not need it. It's just kind of a sensory overload. I turn that off. Look sensitivity, set that to normal. Some people tell you go more or go less. Normal is perfectly fine. Your aim settings also do 4. Now, my build mode sensitivity, 2.4. I have not moved this ever since I set it to that, and this is literally the perfect numbers. Edit mode sensitivity, 2.6. No less, no more. This is literally the perfect number. First person mode, set that to 0.1, if I could get it there again. First person mode, set that to 1.0, and used advanced options, set that to on. Now my look horizontal speed is set to 43, no greater, no less. Same with the look vertical speed. Turning horizontal boost, turn that to 0. It's just gonna throw you off when you just get boosted all of a sudden. Same with the vertical boost, and the turning boost ramp time, set that to 0. Instant boost when building, turn that on. ADS look horizontal speed, you set that to 16. Same with your vertical speed, no greater, no less. It's really just a sweet spot in the settings. And turn your boosts off. Same with the boost. And your scoping speed, set that to 0.88. It just kind of makes it, instead of instant or really slow, it's just really quick. Look dampening time, set that to 0. Look invert curve, set that to linear. Now these are your aim assist. Some people are going to tell you, go 97 for best performance. If you want the best aim assist and aimbot, turn that to 100. This is your left stick dead zone. If you have stick drift, you could go to like 10 or 15. But if you don't have stick drift, 8% is the sweet spot. Same with the right stick. If this is stick drift or whatever, turn this up to like 10 to 15. But if you don't, turn that to 8%. Left trigger release and right trigger release, set that to 25. That means I only have to release it 25% of the way, and then it will count. Now for controller mapping, if you guys want to copy exactly what I have, I will go down very slowly. And thank you guys for watching the video.